basic git command. So let's get started. So let's think that we have a project named Explore with Arafat. Let me open it in a editor. So I will execute all the command from the terminal here. So you see the project is here. Let me open the terminal. In a new terminal. Let me see this project is already initiated or not in the Git. So you see this project is not under the Git. So at first I will have to I will have to initiate this project for the Git. So now the project is under the Git. If I check the Git status now, you'll see that it's on master branch. Now if I go to the folder, then I will see that there is a .git file folder. So under this folder there are some other subfolders. You can check later that Git use these folders to track its files that has been changing throughout the project. So right now this is the local repository, but we will have to connect this project with our Git server. So let us create a project in GitHub where we can create a free repository. Let us give a name of the repository. Let us make it public. We will check it later about those things. So once you create the repository in the GitHub, they will give you some basic instruction here. You can these are very useful. So now what we can do, we can make some file to see the changes. Let's make a new file. So let us save this file as okay. This is a basic readme file. Let us save this file. Now if we check git status, then you see that no commit yet. So this is a file that have just modified. So I will have to add this project to the remote repository. So let us get the path from here. You can directly copy this command. Now this local repository is connected with this Git server. Now we can add this file, modified file, and push it in this server. If you add and write add and then space then dot, then all the file that is modified in the local, it will add it. And if you write the name of a file, then it will just add it the specific single file. Commit it -m. So you see one file has changes and the status of the file, git push. So as this is the first time you are pushing in the server, so you'll have to write like this. You'll have to add this part. Now see your local branch is master, and also the server is also connected to the master. And if you check the status, you see you are in master branch, your branch is up to date with the master, origin master. Now if you go to the server, then you see that the file that you have just created in the local repository and push it is in the Git server. So if you do some modification, think that some other people who are working in the same project. So let's see that I'm the second user who is working from another location. So let me modify this file. Let's save this file. Now you don't have any changes in the local files, you see. So if you want to get the file from the server, or someone has already working or worked on a file or modified some other files, then you will have to get it through the git pull command. You see, it has taken the file or modification from the remote server right now. So the file is modified locally. Now if you want to do some modification, like so if you go to the remote, if you refresh, then you see this changes is not yet in the server, Git server. So what you will have to do, at first you will have to add this modification. Add, as I have told, if you add dot, space and dot, then all the modification in your local repository will be adding. Then you will have to commit this file changes. If you check the status, then you see nothing to commit, but you will have to push now to the local server. You have just commit, so you will not see Git server yet because you did not push it yet. Alright, now if you refresh this page, then you see the modification is already on the remote repository. Okay, now let us do some other use of git command. Okay, now let me create different branch. I will work in one branch, and some other guys who are working from different location, they will work in different branches. So let me create a new branch and let's see how it works. Okay, now let's see how we can create branches and work with other developers. For example, you are working in one branch and other developer are working in different branches, then how we will have to react. Let me create a new branch here. Now let me create a new branch so that if there are some other people who are working from different location, and I will work in different branches, so that sometimes we need different branches to sometimes we are working on different features, so we need to create some different branches so that we can handle that confliction. So let me create a new branch. -b means you are going to create new branch, otherwise it will check out from your remote repository if there is any branch exist with the name develop. So if you check git status, then you will see that right now you are in develop branch, you are not in master branch right now. So you are switched from master to the develop branch. Now let me do some changes here. Let's save it. Let me push this one. Before push, you will have to add git commit -m, then your message, develop branch. Now you have to push it. Git push. So as this branch is not in the master, in the remote branches, so if you write only git push, then it will not work. You will have to write like this one. You'll have to add this one. Okay, then enter. Now right now you are in master branch, so let me refresh. You see this is not changes yet, and it's already the develop branch is here right now. So if you click this one, then you will see these changes in the develop branches, not in the master branch. Okay, now if you think that a feature is already completed, then if you want to merge the master and develop, then you can do very easily. At first you will have to go to the main branch, the master branch. Now you are in master branch, and the modification that you had done few minutes back, it's not over here because you are in master branch. So you need the code from the develop branch, then you will have to write git merge your branch name that you are going to merge. So you see these changes has already come here. Now both branches is same. Git status, you need to add these changes. Now push it. Before that, let me check it in here. Right now I'm in master branch. It's not still here because after merge I didn't push it in the master in the remote repository. Push. As I am in the master branch right now, if I push it, then it will go to the master branch. Now come to the remote repository, refresh this page, and I see these changes already came here. Okay, now I'll show you In number 6, I will change this my local changes, and also from here I will change the same place so that we can make a confliction, and we will try to resolve that part. Let me modify this one. Number 6 number line I'm going to modify. Let me change from Australia. Let me save the file. Let someone change from local. Let's save this one. Let's see how it works. Okay, so this file is changed. Git add -l testing confliction git push. Now you see the merge confliction happen here. So we will have to fix this first, then we can push it. So I will have to take the changes in the remote. Let me get by git pull. Now you see the file, it has a lot of problem right now. So here you can see that this is the head, this is the incoming changes, and these are the local changes that you have done here. So either you can change, you can accept their changes, or you can keep your changes, or you can keep both and then you can merge, or you can do it manually. So what you can do, let's accept both. Let me save this file. Now both changes is here in my local repository, so let it add in the repo. Git add, git commit, merge confliction. If you refresh this page, still nothing is here. Git push, pull. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Git push. Okay, now let's see in the remote server. You see both changes is here. Now if you go back to the develop, then you see the master's branch is different from the develop branch, because this branch already we have worked, and right now we are just working in the master's branch. So the branch is required for, or if you want to develop something, or if you want to make a feature, it's better when you are working in a group, or other team members are working in the same projects, then it's better to have some different branches. I have used the feature of the editor. Now let me do it by command line. let me change this line from here, Australia to, let me change it like USA, and let me go to the master. Instead of Australia, let me change it to India or Bangladesh. Now in both files, in the same place, we have done some modification. In the same place, so this file is modified. Let me try to push to the remote server. Okay, now let's see. Last time we had done like we tried to use the feature from the editor. Let's try to use some other command so that we can handle it from the command line. So if I want to take their changes, or if we want to keep our changes, then what we can do, we have some other commands like git checkout, theirs, then your file name. You see your changes has gone, and now their changes is in your local repository. Now you can push this file. So now let me show you how to change or how to switch from one branch to another. I have already shown you earlier times, but let me show you git checkout. Now if you want to go to the develop branch again, develop. So you see now you are in develop branch, and those changes in the master branch is not in here. Sometimes there are some server that only accept the https or SSL, then you will get some error to push pull. Then on that case you will have to use some different commands. I will add those commands and some other commands in the description of the video, so you can check out. So thank you so much. That is all for today. See you in the next video. Bye.